Good morning and welcome to Talk It Out Tuesday, where you can bring your questions and they're answered right here, right now. Welcome to the Daily Dose for Tuesday, October 13th, where we are seeing the dissonance that we find in America today on show for all of us to watch through these Supreme Court nominations. We're looking at how the Senate is asking questions and dealing with the candidate that has been nominated, and it is both interesting and sad all at the same time. And that's just kind of the way that it is. Hey, also this week started early voting, and I want to encourage you, get out and vote. Make your voice be heard. Utilize the citizenship opportunity you have, your civic duty. Get out and vote wherever your polling station may be. On election day, our facility actually is a polling center, but early voting have specific centers for which you to go and vote. So go and take advantage of that. I would suggest early voting is helpful because lines may not be as bad as on election day. Questions today, Talk It Out Tuesday. Bring your questions and I'll answer them. One question that I get asked every 4 years, Pastor, who should I vote for? That's not my decision to make for you. That's a decision that I make for myself, and it's a decision that you need to make for yourself. And I think that we need to be cautious in the religious world, especially those of us sitting in pastorates and ministry positions. We need to lead people, and who should I vote for? Well, let me tell you, go and evaluate your candidates. Go and evaluate all the candidates. Go and evaluate them. Are they somebody who is going to uphold what your interests and beliefs are? Are they going to uphold what needs to happen? Well, their economy, this person would do better. Well, but are they going to uphold the morals and values that you believe in? And that's ultimately for you as a follower of Christ. If you're a follower of Christ, it's not about party, it's about person. Is this person aligning themselves with a group that is going to uphold your interests or not? And if they are, fine. And if they're not, fine. But you have to get into the Word of God and evaluate who you need to vote for. And that's not as easy as straight line voting. We need to be aware of this, that we need to have a sense of mercy. Our motives need to be pure. We need to be seeking unity. All of these things we're going to talk about in our relational dissonance and its solution this Sunday at 9 for our traditional service or 11:15 for our contemporary service. Invite you to join us and understand that we offer all of these options for you, depending on your style and your interests and how you want to worship God. And we want more and more of you to join us. We are clean. We are disinfected. We are socially distant. Come on back. Come on back to services. If you have, over the last 7 months, not ever once stepped out of your house to go anywhere, I understand if you want to stay home. But if you have gone to the store, if you've gone to eat, if you've gone to the doctor, if you've gone anywhere, then you need to come to church. We're just as clean and just as disinfected and just as socially distant as anybody else. And I would suggest to you, probably better than some. So if you've gotten out of your house, come on and come to church. 9 for traditional, 11:15 for our contemporary. We would love to see you this weekend. All right, the first question that I have, I'm going to do a little more research on, and I will give you a more definitive answer. What's the difference between Seventh-day Adventists and Baptist belief? This comes from listener Kay Artis, as she has asked this question. There are differences. I would say that we are second cousins once removed idea there. If you want to talk about familially, we have a lot of similar beliefs. the major belief difference that you would have is that they would worship on Saturday while we worship on Sunday. They will hold more towards some legalist types of stances, a little more Sabbath, Old Testament oriented. They believe in Jesus. They believe in the grace of Jesus. They just believe in worshiping on Saturday. And we, as Baptists, we follow a Sunday tradition of worshiping as we celebrate the Resurrection Day every week. And this is just where we have fallen as much of Protestant life, much of Christian life, Catholic or Protestant, has fallen on Sunday. Is where it's traditionally been. They have chosen traditionally to worship on Saturdays. Now, there's some other nuances in some things, but you're going to find at a base level, that's the major difference. Now, you're going to have some that will hold to that much more dogmatically than others, and that would create some conversations that are difficult. But Kay, I will look into a little more deeply held ideas and give a little more nuanced answer at another time. But thank you for that question. What are my thoughts if COVID-19 doesn't end? Well, all I can say is I will go to the end of Revelation and quote from there, Maranatha, Lord Jesus, come quickly. So that's my short answer to that. But in a more serious note, what if COVID-19 doesn't end? I don't think it's going to end. There, I said it. I don't think it's going to end. Now, I'm not saying that in a depressing sense. I'm just saying I don't think it's going to end. We haven't eradicated the flu. We still have the flu. Now, I'm not saying that COVID-19 is equivalent to the flu, but they are both viruses. They are both something that we cannot eradicate. We deal with on a regular basis. We deal with on a seasonal basis. So what if COVID-19 doesn't end? And I don't know what your deeper question is there. You might want to give me a more nuanced question there. But if COVID-19 doesn't end, well, first of all, I don't think it's going to. Now, with that said, what do I mean by that? I think that we will get a better handle on it. I think a vaccine will come, and then we'll start shooting in the dark, and we'll have Russian roulette with the virus. Is it strain 1, 2, 3, or 4? Well, we're going to give you the vaccine this year for flu number 4, but because we don't know what's going to happen. And then flu number 2 is actually what pops up. Well, okay, so for next year, we're going to give you strain 2 and 3. Oh, 1 and 4 actually are good. I mean, this is just roll the dice, see what happens, and take your vitamin D, take your vitamin C, eat right, get some exercise, sleep well, and you will, and mask up. I mean, this is where we are. Just put a mask on. That is not going to solve all the problems. Hear me. Masking is important. Masking is required in a lot of situations, but masking alone, that is not going to solve our problems. This is a virus, but my friends, you can take care of yourself. At some point, we have to simply make a decision. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live life on faith terms, and I'm going to stop living life on fear terms. We are being fear-mongered. There are tactics of fear being displayed in all media outlets. And while I think that COVID is real, there are some conspiracy theorists out there that would suggest otherwise. COVID's real. It is a virus. Call it what you want. I'm sure somebody's going to come up and say it's the Antichrist before we're done. I don't think it's that either. But what if COVID doesn't end? I don't think it's going to. I think we will learn to manage it. I think we'll learn to deal with it. I think we're going to, we will have some sense of herd immunity in about 5 years. But I'm no scientist. I am not a doctor. But what I can tell you is that we cannot continue to operate out of fear. At some point, we have to take steps of faith and model Jesus for the world around us. So that's my thoughts in a nutshell on COVID-19. Yeah, take some zinc as well. You can get zinc and vitamin C or vitamin D in a combo form at Sam's Club right now. So, or order it off of Amazon. Hey, it's Prime Day. Go order something off of Amazon. And if you do Smile on Amazon, choose your Smile option, and you can choose First Baptist Church Crowley as the recipient of a portion of all your sales every day, all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at Amazon.com. You can choose your Smile option and have First Baptist Church as the recipient. You're going to shop on Amazon anyway, right? Well, why not allow a portion of those proceeds to support your local charitable institution, First Baptist Church, Crowley, America? So go out, choose your Smile Amazon account, sign up for it. It's free, doesn't cost you anything more. It just says, hey, we're going to give charitable money away. Well, why not give some away to the church? Absolutely. And you can go and do that. So, all right. Do we have any other questions today? I did not have any emailed into me. I did not have any messaged to me. So any other questions today? It's Talk It Out Tuesday. We're here to talk it out, see what's on your mind, see what's going on with you, and realize that we are living in difficult and desperate times between, this week, as we approach Sunday, we're going to talk about relationships at church and Sunday. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about the horizontal dissonance that we face. Why do we struggle in relationships? Why does it seem like we just can't get along? Why does it seem that there's fighting all the time? There's arguing all the time. Why do we fight in our family? Why does it seem like the news shows can't just Cronkite it like it used to and just say, here is the news, here are the facts? Why do we have to shade it? Why do we have to sway it? Why do we have to try to give manipulation on how we're supposed to? I don't need the interpretation from the news outlets. I simply need the news. I can have the Bible that will help me interpret what's going on, and I will use the Bible to help me interpret what's going on. Don't vote your pocketbook. Don't vote your economy. Don't vote for your party. Vote for who the Bible and the Spirit of God leads you to vote for, leads you. But in our horizontal relationships, there's dissonance. Can we end it? I think we can. And we're going to talk about that at 9 a.m., at 11:15 a.m. this coming Sunday, as we talk about the end of the dissonance, part 3. We've talked about vertical dissonance and internal dissonance. Now we're going to talk about a sense of relational and public dissonance. So these are some areas that we're going to talk about this week. All right. Well, I'm not seeing any other questions. I didn't have any other questions sent in to me. Hang on. Let me check my email in case somebody emailed me a question in that I didn't check. All right, I'm looking. Hey, not seeing any other questions, which is not a bad thing. Nobody messaged me a question. All right, hey, every Tuesday, let's Talk It Out Tuesday. Send me your questions or post your questions, and we'll answer them live on the air Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. And if you're joining us later, you can also continue to send your questions in. You can send them to my email. You can send them messenger the church on our Facebook account. You can text me if you have my cell phone number, or right here in the comment section, right down below in the comment section, put your question, and I will log that, and I will put it out there for next Tuesday's Talk It Out Tuesday. How are you this morning? All right, well, I'll answer that question. I'm stuffy headed. Allergies and pollen are everywhere. Hey, I don't have the COVID. It's just allergies. No, we're doing fine. We're actually going to get away for a couple of days over the weekend. We're going to take out our trailer, and Dulcie and I are going to get away for a couple of days. We're ready to enjoy just a couple of days away and just have some time to ourselves, not going far, but just going and doing that. we are facing some parent issues. Dulcie's mom and dad, they're not doing real well physically and emotionally. And so you can be in prayer for them, especially as you get to prayer meeting tonight, tomorrow night. But they're struggling right now. We're likely going to have to start spending some days regularly up there to help them and to assist them in some things. So, all right. Well, all right. I got a question came in. What will be the basis for going back fully to church? Well, I can read into your question, so let me piece it out and I will answer that. As far as worship goes, we are fully open. Period. Come to church. Come to church. There are no more reasons not to come to church. You can mask up. You can shield up if you have asthma and breathing issues. We are sanitized. We are disinfected. We are socially distanced. Come to church. We can hold 100 in each service. Come to church. It's time for us as followers of Christ to step up and let's come on. Now, if you want to talk about Sunday school and Bible classes on Sunday mornings, we are waiting on, we're waiting to see what happens at our local school system, because here's the thing. It would be unfair for me to say, okay, if you don't have kids, you can have Sunday school. But if you have kids, well, we have to wait and see. So it's an all or nothing thing when it comes to Bible study classes on Sunday mornings. We are waiting to see what the school is going to do, and not what they're going to do, what the results of what they're doing are. They have yet to be on campus for 2 weeks yet. And so we're wanting to see what happens. I know at my own daughter's school, we're getting notifications every single day of new cases. Consequently, Tarrant County is now opening the bars, which you wouldn't think should affect church. I'll just leave that right there. However, they're opening the bars and they're opening everything else. So who knows what's going to happen with COVID? We do understand that at some point we're just gonna have to do it, and those who want to attend are going to attend. Secondly, we have some classrooms that are being remodeled. There's new flooring going into 4 different major classrooms and 9 different rooms. We need to have that finished. So if you have time and opportunity to assist, call Ron Dalby and let him know, when can I help you? Typically, they're up here in the mornings. Most of the time it's in the mornings, and they're putting down flooring in some of our rooms. So those need to be finished. So we're kind of monitoring what the COVID cases are, because it's real and because we want to be safe. We're waiting on the flooring to get done. When that's done, we're going to look at the date to reopen. A third factor in all of this is the HVAC, or the air conditioning and heating remodel that we're doing here at the church. That's going to take us down for about 3 weeks. And I would hate to start Sunday school and then say, okay, but now for the next 3 Sundays, we can't have Sunday school. And so we have all of these factors. We have COVID, we have flooring, we have HVAC renovation. That's all going on somewhat at the same time. And so we're waiting to see what the timeline needs to be on all these things. We've had a hiccup in our HVAC situation. Facilities is working on that. We're getting some quotes on some issues that we're needing to deal with, just to make sure that it's all happening. So that is a portion of it. D groups are still going on. I hope that you're attending your D group. In fact, I would say to you at this point, if your D group wants to meet in person, that is a D group choice. If you want to meet on campus, that's a D group choice. There's only 4 to 6 of you. You can easily social distance in any of our rooms. If you want to meet in person, let us know. We will find a room and a space for you. We need to track what room you're in so that we can make sure it gets disinfected. We would like for you as a D group, disinfect the room when you get done. Wipe your chairs down. We'll give you a box of wipes, and you can wipe down your chairs and wipe down your room that you sat in, and that would be great. So that's an option. Wednesday nights are going to pretty much coincide with Sunday mornings. We're just trying to decide what is in the best interest of our people, what helps us fulfill our mission. We need to realize that just because we've done things a certain way for the last 50 years does not mean that doing all of those same things in 2021 are beneficial, efficient, effective, and spiritually developmental. So these are some major questions that our leadership are going to be dealing with over the next several weeks. So that, Kay, that kind of answers the question that you have. So question, will you get a COVID shot? I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't know. And let me tell you why I don't know. Just full transparency, full honesty. Why not? What have I got to lose? I don't know. And here's why. The development of a vaccine typically takes a long time. This has been rushed. So I don't know. What's the efficacy of it? What's the level of appropriate? Is it ready? Is it really ready? I mean, all of America, all of the world has pushed, get it done, get it done, get it done, get it done. And when you take shortcuts to push things through, on this magnitude and this level, it can be complicated. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be one of the first round. I feel certain that I will get one. I don't know if it'll be the first round or not. I don't know. Just to be honest, I don't know. I don't fault anybody who's going to get one. I don't fault anybody who doesn't get one. It's a choice, and I'm not going to make friendships hinge on whether you got a COVID shot or not. I'm not wanting to make relationships hinge on did you or did you not get a COVID shot. It'd be like me telling somebody who's of a different political persuasion, oh, I can't talk to you because you voted for so-and-so. That's the dumbest thing ever. So what? They voted for somebody that you disagree with. It doesn't mean you need to be disagreeable with that person. And this is a problem for most of us today. We cannot make friends with people who disagree with us. My goodness gracious, if that had been the attitude of Jesus Christ, he would have never come to earth because he disagreed with all of us. So my friends, be careful in this season, in this political hotbed of a season. Don't end relationships because of differences of politics. That is not the Christian way. The Christian way is to have mercy, to walk humbly with your God, to love mercy. This is the Christian way. To be merciful, to be pure of heart, to be humble. That is the Christian way. And that's how you end the dissonance. By the way, you can come and hear more on that Sunday at 9 or 11:15, and we would enjoy having you with us, worshiping with us this Sunday morning. All right. Well, that's my time for today. Hope you guys have a great day, a great Tuesday. And so you guys have a great day on this Tuesday.